If you have nothing going on in your life, what exactly do you need confidence for? To look confident? To appear confident? Confidence without substance is just performance. People ask, how do I become more confident when talking? Well, do you actually have anything to talk about? Allow yourself to be embarrassing. Allow yourself to look awkward. Allow yourself to fail publicly. If someone calls me bad at something I know I'm bad at, okay. If someone criticizes something I know I'm genuinely good at, okay. Either way, I'm not having an identity crisis because I already know myself. I genuinely think confidence has become one of the most misunderstood things on the internet. Everyone wants to know how to be confident, but then they spend all their time trying to look confident instead of actually becoming confident. So, in this video, I want to talk about the things that actually changed my confidence. Not hacks, not fake it until you make it advice, just real things that completely changed the way I see myself and the way I move through life. Hello, welcome back to the Aphrodite Angel. Now let's get started. First off, define confidence for yourself. I think one of the biggest mistakes people make is chasing someone else's version of confidence. Social media tells you confidence means being loud, being the center of attention, walking into every room like you're the main character. I don't believe that. Some of the most confident people I've ever met were actually very quiet. They don't need everyone to notice them, they're just secure. And the opposite is also true. The people who are loud in every room, always acting like they're begging for attention, are usually not that confident. They're performing confidence, yes, but not living it. I think loud doesn't automatically mean confident. In fact, some of the loudest people I've met were the most insecure. So ask yourself, what does confidence actually mean to you? Maybe confidence means speaking up when something matters. Maybe it means finally applying for the job, starting a project of your own, ending the relationship that's been draining you, going to the gym when nobody's watching, being able to say no without explaining yourself, being okay with disappointing people. Confidence isn't volume, it's courage and emotional stability. It's knowing that your actions are yours to control, even when the outcome isn't. Okay, the next one is build a real life. I'm going to be straightforward here. If you have nothing going on in your life, what exactly do you need confidence for? To look confident? To appear confident? Confidence without substance is just performance. Instead of obsessing over looking confident, become someone who's actually interesting. Build your personality, develop opinions, get real good at something, have hobbies outside of scrolling TikTok for 5 hours, be interested in people, be curious, because confidence naturally follows competence. People ask, how do I become more confident when talking? Well, do you actually have anything to talk about? If your entire life is work, sleep, scroll, sleep, repeat, of course, conversations feels difficult. The goal isn't to fake confidence. The goal is to build a life that make confidence a side effect. Confidence is built, not discovered. Confidence is so misunderstood. People often think is a personality trait, like it's something you're born with. No, confidence doesn't magically arrive one random morning. You build it brick by brick. Every uncomfortable conversation, every workout, every presentation, every rejection, every promise you keep to yourself. That's another thing. You lose confidence every single time you break your own word. You say, this is the year you're going to learn English, and then you quit after 2 weeks. How are you supposed to trust yourself if you constantly disappoint yourself? Confidence is literally self trust, and self trust comes from evidence, small evidence, repeated over and over again. Stop looking for motivation. People keep waiting to feel confident. That's like waiting to become fit before going to the gym. Start collecting proof and giving yourself evidence that you are becoming someone who does what they say. I think confidence is one of those things that you'll keep working on for the rest of your life. There isn't going to be one day where you suddenly wake up and think, that's it, I'm confident now. Some seasons you'll feel unstoppable, but some seasons you'll question yourself again. The goal isn't to become someone who never feels insecure. The goal is to become someone who keeps moving anyway. The next thing we need is self awareness. The most confident people I've met aren't the people who think they're perfect. They're the people who know themselves. They know exactly what they're good at, they know exactly what they're bad at. And because of that, nobody else's opinion can really shake them. If someone calls me bad at something I know I'm bad at, okay. If someone criticizes something I know I'm genuinely good at, okay. Either way, I'm not having an identity crisis because I already know myself. A lot of people are insecure because they let strangers tell them who they are. One comment says you're pretty, another says you're ugly. One person thinks you're funny, another thinks you're annoying. And suddenly your self esteem changes depending on whoever spoke last. That's exhausting. Sit down with yourself. What are your strengths? What do people naturally come to you for? What skills have you actually built? What habits are ruining your life? Where are you average? Where do you genuinely need improvement? Be brutally honest, because once you know yourself, opinions become information, not identity. Be careful with who you hang out with. This is so important. People always talking about protecting your peace, but they never talk about protecting your confidence. You become the average of the conversations you have every day. This is why I'm so selective with everyone around me. Friends, partners, coworkers, even the creators I consume online. Because energy transfers. If everyone around you believes they're not good enough, eventually you start questioning yourself too. And I'm not saying cut everyone off, because nobody is confident 24/7. I'm saying pay attention to patterns. Do these people make you feel bigger or smaller? Do they celebrate your growth or get uncomfortable when you improve? Do they encourage you to try, or do they remind you every reason you might fail? Because confidence grows in environments where people actually want to see you win. If you spend enough time around people who constantly complain, compare themselves to others, judge everyone, make passive aggressive comments, or always point out what's wrong with themselves, eventually you start seeing yourself through the same lens and you don't even know this is happening. Allow yourself to be cringe. This might honestly be the biggest life hack. Allow yourself to be embarrassing. Allow yourself to look awkward. Allow yourself to fail publicly. Because here's the truth, every confident person you've ever admired has looked stupid before. Their first video was awkward. Their first speech was bad. Their first business failed. Their first attempt probably made them want to disappear, but they kept going. The internet has created this fear that every mistake lives forever. It doesn't. People move on, and honestly, they're too busy thinking about themselves. Being human is weird. We all say awkward things, trip over nothing, laugh at the wrong moment, or even send embarrassing messages. That's life. If the thing you want to do is creating value, helping people, or moving your life forward, do it. Don't let temporary embarrassment steal permanent opportunities. Let people have whatever opinion about you. This one completely changed my life. Stop trying to control other people's opinions. It's impossible. Someone will think you're too quiet, someone else will think you're too loud, someone else will think you're arrogant, and another person will think you lack confidence. You literally cannot win. And here's the funny part, what they think about you might not even the real you. It's just a version of you that exists inside their head, based on one interaction, one story they heard, one moment. And that's not your responsibility. And honestly, that version probably won't even exist a year from now. People change. You change. Their opinions also change. So why are you spending so much energy trying to manage something that's constantly changing anyway. Let them misunderstand you, let them underestimate you, let them gossip and assume. None of that changes your reality because at the end of the day, people are thinking about themselves far more than they're thinking about you. Their opinion is just an opinion, a passing thought, not a life sentence. The moment you stop trying to control what everyone thinks about you is the moment you finally become free. Freedom. Don't you want freedom? Alright. Honestly, if you finish this video and the only thing you do is stop waiting until you feel ready, that's already enough. Because a lot of people spend years trying to build confidence in their head, and meanwhile, they never actually do the thing they want to do. At some point, you have to stop preparing and start participating in your own life. I think the internet has made us spend way too much time thinking about ourselves, how we look, how we sound, how we're being perceived. Whether people think we're confident or not, it becomes this full time job of managing an image. And honestly, that sounds exhausting. I'd rather to put that energy into building a life I actually enjoy and let confidence catch up later. Anyway, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye bye.